Hello, my name is Oksana. This is another class of English, and today we are talking about babysitting. Now let's make a pause and wait for some students to come. I hope that you'll be ready and come to our discussion. And now let's wait a little. I wonder who is going to be the first to come today. Maybe it's going to be Michael or Alexander or someone else. Or maybe Evgeny is going to come first today. Let's see. Hello, Michael. How are you? Can you hear us? Can you hear me?
Hello, Oksana. Yes,
Hello.
I'm
Nice
here.
to see you. How was your day today?
Me too. It's like a usual day. Uh, Nothing interesting.
Nothing interesting. Oh,
Yeah.
there must be something interesting. I guess you've been at work today, or did you go out somewhere today? Or did you stay at home all day long?
I stay at work, but I haven't meetings today. Maybe
So,
some phone call.
mhm. Did you watch TV or did you stay simply reading books or some articles? Maybe something interesting you were reading today?
Today. I don't remember. I
I
see
know.
some photos,
Mhm.
like list of the photos. Yes, about the Odessa.
Mhm. I see, I see. Well, today was the wonderful weather in Ternopil, and I liked it very much. Lots of sun, and it feels like spring is going to come. But I know that winter is winter, and we still have lots of frosts to have in
We have
Ukraine. But
such kind of weather too, and but I hear the weather maybe tomorrow it will be bad weather. It's
better.
rain.
Well, let's hope for the better weather. I hope it's going to be better. Today we are going to talk about babysitting. Have you heard about such an idea?
We need to wait. Some we have a student with babies. Yes,
Yes. So I
but
guess they're going to come
today
very soon and they are going to share their ideas of how to babysit and how to improve our skills of doing that. But in general, have you ever babysitted or not? I guess you did.
what do you mean? Maybe uh, some
Maybe
friends
someone asked
babies.
you to stay with their babies while they were away or something like that. Well, I see that it is
Mm,
difficult for you to remember. That means you don't have such a chance. Maybe in future, in very um,
but
not so distant
Oksana,
one.
I know how it happened very well because I hear it all time. I hear it on the lesson.
Mhm. So many stories. The
Yeah.
adventures of babysitting, so to say, they happen a lot day to day. So sometimes they're really terrible, and sometimes we can have lots of fun because children are real a miracle. Do you agree?
Yes, I
Yes.
agree very well.
Okay. So, do you have a brother or a sister, or are you the only child in the family?
Uh, I have only how to say it. It's mm, двоюродные. I don't
Cousin?
remember.
A cousin? Do you have a cousin?
А как правильно сказать? Cousin.
Cousin. Cousin.
Если, допустим, сестра, то как?
Yes.
Двоюродная.
Mm-hmm. You may also say cousin.
Кузен это ж имеется в виду брат, да?
Yes, yes.
Кузен.
And
Okay,
Kuzena
we need
is
to see.
niece, and cousin and is a nephew. We've got different words, but cousin is for brother. Yes, let's consult in dictionary. Let's find it. Okay. So.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
I see the cousin but okay, it's mean in general cousin.
In
It's
general,
like,
yes, for both a sister and a brother.
Mm-hmm.
What about the word nephew? Nephew, do you know such a word?
Nephew, племянник.
Племянник, yes. And niece?
Ну, племянница.
Племянница. This is she. Okay, so in English we've got different words.
And I have it.
And you do. How old are they, by the way?
Oh, it's different. Different age. Yes.
Do they go to school or kindergarten?
We have both around. It's maybe 8 and 6 year. I don't remember.
8 and
It's
6 years old.
and I have one nephew. It's not nephew and
niece.
Niece. It's maybe 1 year old.
Oh, it's a little baby still. I see. So, do you think that it is difficult to communicate with children? And do you like being around children?
It's hard to say because it's funny, but
not always.
Maybe it's hard to if you stay a lot of time with these children. It's hard to do, and if you need to maybe to how to say it, развлекать, to
entertain children.
Yeah.
Maybe you've got some tips how to entertain them. Can you share your experience?
Maybe I can imagine only one variant. It's like to reading
books,
some
stories.
Books. Yes, books for children. Some stories.
I agree with you. So I see that we've got one more student. Alexei, hello, how are you? Do you hear us? And Lydia.
Yes.
Hello, how are you? How was your day today?
Okay, thank you.
What have you been doing? What's up?
What I'm doing? I'm.
Did you go to work? Did you stay at home, watch TV, or play with the children?
Okay, I'm working. I'm working. And,
oh, that's great.
I have two children. Okay. What again?
Oh, so you can combine both staying with the children and going to work. I guess it is very difficult. It must be very challenging. How do you manage that? Can you give us some tips?
I'm a building engineer.
So your children, are they at school or do they go to the kindergarten or are they already grown-ups?
My children works.
They work. They work.
They are works. Work.
They work.
Oh, they work.
I guess so. I see that you've got lots of time to spare, and you have time for everything. You have time to work, and you have time to pay to yourself. Am I right?
About children?
Yes, about your time and about your children.
My children live in Canada.
In Canada. Oh, that's great.
And let's say my children older. Is professor of mathematics.
Oh, I
And
see, I see.
and my daughter, youngest daughter, is
Mm-hmm.
a doctor of biology.
Mm-hmm. I see. So if I were you, I'd be very proud of such children. As for me, my children are really very little one. The younger is 2 years old only, and the senior is a second year at school. So she goes to school. And now I see that your children are really grown-ups and they have reached lots in their lives. So this is really very good of you. Do you agree with me?
Your questions is very long.
Yes, yes. I see that you've only started learning English. Am I right?
Okay. I understand not at all. Not
Mm-hmm. So I don't understand.
I,
You
I,
better say.
I ask from you
Mm-hmm.
uh, about questions
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
very very not very long.
Yes, my questions aren't very long. In fact, I was talking about my children. So it was a remark, how to say. So,
Ah, okay.
mhm.
Oksana, how to say
Yes,
right? I just hear not at all. Not at all это вообще.
вообще.
Да. А,
Yes, you're right.
по-моему, Лидия хотела сказать, что не совсем. Как правильно сказать не совсем?
A little, maybe a little. I don't understand you a little. So in general, you can understand. But if I speak a little bit slower, you'll be able to understand everything, I guess. Do you agree?
Yes, I agree.
Is it better?
Окей, вы сказали «я согласна».
Mhm.
Better – это лучше.
Yes, yes. You see, you understand.
Ну, имеется в виду, лучше говорить медленнее, Лидия, или...
Да, yes, slowly. I ask to speak with me more slowly.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay, good. So tell me, where are you from?
I'm from Israel.
From Israel. That's really great. So wonderful. And is this your first class year with Amilingo? In this site? Here, in this School of Languages, is this the first class of yours?
Okay, I speak Hebrew. No,
Лидия,
не поняла
I'm
правильно.
sorry.
Правильно поняла.
Лидия, if you don't understand something, you need to ask, what does it mean, this word? И повторить слово. То есть можете просто спрашивать, что я не поняла там это слово, только, ну, на английском можете это делать, да, там, и будем переводить.
Очень плохо, как бы, да, плохой звук, как бы, не очень хороший. Окей, сказать, я не поняла полностью, как бы, вопрос. У меня вообще, как бы, на слух я плохо воспринимаю, это проблема моя, так?
It's okay, it's okay. I guess you'll be able to understand better, and it is going to come with practice.
Yes.
Do you hear me now better?
I don't have practice.
Yes, that's why you are here. And we are going to have some practice today, if you don't mind. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. So I see that your children are already grown-ups and you have lots of time to work. Do you agree?
I don't understand.
How many hours do you work a day?
How many hours I work in every day? I work 8 hours every day.
8 hours. And were you able to work 8 hours a day when your children were little? Did you work when your children were little ones?
Yes, I worked 8 hours every day when my children was very маленькие.
Young.
Young.
Я работала каждый день 8 часов, когда мои дети были маленькие, да?
Yes, perfect. Perfect. Well done. Good of you. Thank you. And one more question. So, what about your husband or someone else? Did you change to go to work, or did you hire a babysitter?
Наша тема сегодня babysitter.
Yes. Today we are talking about babysitting.
Okay. No, I didn't take a babysitter to my children because we had a garden near our house.
So they went to the kindergarten. Am I right?
Yes, it's right.
You are right. Okay, thank you. Well done. Michael, maybe you'd like to ask something?
I want to say about the garden. I don't understand it when I hear it first time. It's Lydia. Maybe it's better say kindergarten. About.
Yes, you're right. So in garden we got lots of fruits and something like that. And kindergarten is for children. I agree with you. And but still, some people can say so. But they will be understood. It's not a big mistake, but still better to say kindergarten. Such a word. Okay. The next question for our discussion is that. What are the positive or negative things about being a child? Michael, what do you think?
Maybe positive thing is you need not to do nothing. It's like but sometimes I saw the parents make a lot of it's not works, but it's like how to say it, it's how to people spend how to these babies spend times. It's some maybe sports, как правильно сказать, спортивные кружки, как-то.
Some playgrounds, some activities, some circles.
Activities, yes, and maybe some learning process. It's like all times these children are learning languages, foreign languages, and maybe some another activities, maybe, yes, and sometimes children have spreadsheet, yes, more than their parents. Расписание, да, spreadsheets.
Schedule. You mean schedule?
Maybe. Okay.
Or timetable.
Yes. Schedule more than their parents.
So nowadays,
it's
children...
hard to say negative or positive.
Yes. As far as I understood, children are very busy nowadays. Am I right? Michael, do you agree? Yes. They are busy.
Parents try to make
Parents try to make them be busy all the time.
Yeah.
They have to go for gymnastics, dancing, singing, or some English classes or something like that all the time, and whatnot. And when we were young, we didn't have such a possibility. We were taken to the kindergarten, and that was all. Or we were left at home, and we had to stay at home and watch cartoons. That was all we could do when we were young. But nowadays, it's much better. Do you think that it is an advantage, Michael?
Advantage? What is it?
Advantage that our children are busy? Do you think that it is good that our children are busy?
It's hard to say. It depends on situation. Sometimes I see it's too much. Yes. If children may have painting, singing, dancing, maybe another, and learning languages.
So in fact, they forget about being the child. Yes, they forget about childhood.
Maybe. Yes, maybe for some children it's hard to have a lot of activities.
And for some it is too difficult, maybe. Well, Lydia, do you agree with Michael? Do you agree that nowadays children are busy?
Yes, I
You do. Thank you for your answer. And do you have grandchildren?
Вы меня спрашиваете?
Yes. Question for you, Lydia. Do you have grandchildren? Granddaughter or grandson?
I have two grandsons.
Two grandsons. How old are they?
What?
How old are they?
Okay. Старший. Biggest.
The elder?
Biggest is
elder.
Older or oldest? Oldest.
Самый старший is the oldest. But when we are talking about the family, we use the word elder. Yes, eldest старший, and the eldest самый старший.
Okay, самый старший.
Okay, the eldest.
The eldest is six. And the another or youngest is 3.
3. Did you have a chance to babysit, to stay with them, or not?
Окей, как бы я имею шанс самой быть бэбиситер для них.
Did you stay with them? Did you stay with them? Did you have a chance to stay with them?
Yes, I won, but they
are in Canada.
Yes, they are.
So it is impossible.
But I want very, как очень хочу, как бы, ну только want.
I want to do it very much. Yes, or I want to be very much.
I want to be very much.
I see. So do you think that children in the past differ from the children nowadays? So were your children different in their childhood from the children that are now from your grandchildren?
Yes, it's very different. Yes.
How do they differ?
My grandsons are very active.
Is very active.
Yes, and they know, and они знают, know.
They know.
Много.
A lot. They know a lot, or they know much.
Things about nature, природа, nature, and искусство, я могу сказать.
Art. And
the World.
And the world.
World, да, еще что могу сказать. Окей, about всевозможных машин, можно это сделать общее слово какое-то?
Yes, they know even everything. They know a lot. Yes? Am I right?
I think yes.
Okay, so another question. What is the most important thing that we need to teach children? What do you think?
To teach, okay. To teach, maybe, объяснить это будет, объяснять.
Explain
to children, explain everything, explain everything. Не просто слушаться, я имею в виду, а объяснять, explain. А как это можно просто не слушаться как автомат, как бы, не настолько быть послушным, а объяснять, почему это надо делать. Вот это можно выразить.
Thank you for your answer. I think that you mean that a child needs to think, to develop thinking. Am I right?
Yes, it's right.
Michael, do you agree with Lydia that it is very important to teach a little child to think?
Yes, I agree with Lydia. I think too. The same way.
And what is the best way to teach a child to think and to be creative? How would you teach a child to think? How would you teach a child to think?
To think. Как заставить, как объяснить ребенку думать?
Как научить ребенка мыслить?
Мысль. О, как это важно, да. Как научить ребенка мыслить?
So it may be a difficult question, yes, but you already answered it. So you answered that it is a very good way to teach a child to think is to explain everything. Yes? Yes, and to show by your example how to do that or how to do this, and try to talk with the child as much as it is possible. Do you agree?
Yes.
Some parents think that it is not necessary to talk with the child. Do you agree?
Yes, I agree. I'm agree.
I agree. Okay. Thank you. The next question. So, do you think that children are naturally good? Michael, why or why not?
Okay, could you repeat?
Do you think that children are naturally good or evil?
Naturally.
From nature. So their origin is good or their nature is not so good? Their character,
Okay,
I mean their character.
You mean it's like all children?
General,
I think
yes.
all children are very different. It's hard to maybe to как сравнивать, to
compare.
compare it.
So you think that every child is individual. It is impossible to talk about all the children in general. Each child has its character and its mind, and all of them are different. Lydia, do you agree with Michael?
I think every child is very different. To every child need a special подход. Как это?
Approach.
a special approach to every child.
Yes. Didi, I see that you've got a French accent. Do you speak French?
I speak Hebrew and Russian.
Yes. I see. So, and now you're going to speak English, I hope, as well.
I try.
Good. The next question. What are some important experiences that you had when you were a child which shaped you as a person? Michael, this is for you. What do you remember from your childhood?
Maybe I need to think. For me, it's interesting. Maybe it's not about the child, and I think it's important to read a book. I think how to say it's make maybe it give you some information about the world, and it's process which we need to do. And but the most important, I need to think about it, but because I'm not ready right now.
Right now, I see. Lydia, do you remember something from your childhood that had an influence on your future?
Что я помню из своего детства, да?
Yes, that made an influence on your future.
Влияние, да?
Yes, что повлияло на ваше будущее.
Так сложно, что мне повлияло. Okay. In my childhood, I remember I was reading a lot of books. Нет, это неправильно я сказала, конечно, попутала.
I was reading lots of books. It's okay. I read lots of books.
Every free time, I read a lot of books, and I study very well in school, very well, and I did everything. Что просили, like ask my parents. I was a very good daughter.
Daughter, yes, I see. What else do you remember from your childhood? Did you go to kindergarten?
No. My mother didn't work. And she had time for children. My family is very big.
Do you have a sister or a brother?
I have 5 sisters.
Ooh.
One brother, and my mother didn't work.
I see. So you were a huge and united family. Big and united family.
It was very 50 years ago.
It's okay. But still you have a lot to remember about it, and it is very good. So, well, the next question is for Michael. Do you think the children are more violent today than they used to be?
Violent?
Violent.
Как это же такое жестокие? Или неправильно?
Yes, you did. You understood it in the proper way. You're right.
Okay.
Violent.
No, I don't see. Maybe some we have some region areas. Yes, when we have a hard situation, but I didn't see it in general.
I see. I see. Thank you. And now I'm going to share some handouts with you, and we are going to read a text. Just a minute. So you're welcome to open the file. It's in the chat box. Please open the file. It's about babysitting. Press the link in the chat box and open the file. Tell me if you can do it properly.
Okay. I do it. Lydia, do you see the link?
No, I don't see.
It's on the right part of the screen.
In the chat box.
Лидия, вы на компьютере или на планшете?
На компьютере. У меня нет чата.
Нету чата с правой стороны?
Нет, справа прямой эфир и есть отмена, крестик есть и все. А чата вверху...
Смотрите, с левой стороны вы мышкой проведите, там есть такие иконки с левой стороны.
Да, с левой есть иконки всякие.
И там наводите такие, как два облачка, и написано чат, когда вы наводите.
Вот как раз так.
Такая белый фон и синяя с белым.
Полоски вот.
Это самое первое.
Не открываются у меня.
Не, а вы на нее просто нажимаете.
Вот, Amilingo, нет, не открывает. Не знаю. Да, это значок чата, обычный значок чата, он не открывается. Не знаю почему. До этого было что-то нажать, типа приложению Amilingo требуется разрешение для запуска. Продолжить, да? Что это?
Да, продолжить.
Продолжить, вот. Вот.
Это вы чуть не то жмете. Чуть, значит, посмотрите ниже, там, где именно чат написан. Тут тоже синяя с белым такие, синий фон и три полоски такие.
Вот обычно чат один, вот он. Да, вот сейчас все открылся. Все.
Есть.
Открылся. Ну вот там ссылку видите, да? Нажимайте.
Нажмите, чтобы открыть страницу. Ну, на сам текст я могу нажать, да?
Нажимайте.
На ссылку.
Окей. Теперь я открыла, я вижу текст.
Okay, great. Good, let's read it. Thank you, Michael, for helping us. And now let's continue our class. Lydia, you're welcome to start reading.
Okay, the listening type a script.
Yes, continue.
I loved babysitting when I was younger. It was a really easy way to make money. All I had to do was sit in my neighbor's house and look after the kids.
Kids. Thank you, Lydia. Do you understand all the words here?
Я должна перевести?
Do you understand?
Yes, I understood. I understood.
Good. Go on, please.
Я продолжаю?
Yes, go on. Please, you're welcome.
Okay. That was the easy bit because the kids were usually asleep in bed. The parents would give me a lot of money for watching DVDs and eating snacks. When I was even younger, I liked it when my babysitter came round. She would always play games with us and let us study up late.
Stay up late.
Stay up late. She would send us to bed just before my parents came home. I know in some countries babysitting isn't so common.
Mm-hmm.
It isn't part of the culture.
Culture.
I
Suppose.
Не поняла это слово, забыла.
I think. I suppose.
Think that's not such a bad
Thing.
I read a lot in the papers nowadays about babysitters hitting the children because they don't sleep. That's really bad.
Really bad. Thank you for your reading. And now I'd like you to listen to the text and pay attention to the gap fill. In the next page, we've got the exercise listening and some gaps. Do you see the exercise? Next page. Lydia, do you see the exercise? Next page.
I love babysitting.
Yes, and here is the gap. Now we are going to listen to the text and try to fill into the gaps. Good?
Одну секунду. Снова читаю и слежу я за чем-то.
Вы прослушаете этот текст и должны запомнить, какие слова пропущены. Потом мы их прочтем. Хорошо? Окей.
.com. Babysitting. I loved babysitting when I was younger. It was a really easy way to make money. All I had to do was sit in my neighbor's house and look after the kids. That was the easy bit, because the kids were usually asleep in bed. The parents would give me a lot of money for watching DVDs and eating snacks. When I was even younger, I liked it when my babysitter came round. She would always play games with us and let us stay up late. She would send us to bed just before my parents came home. I know in some countries babysitting isn't so common. It isn't part of the culture. I suppose that's not such a bad thing. I read a lot in the papers nowadays about babysitters hitting the children because they don't sleep. That's really bad. Listen a minute.
Yes, we've read the text. Do you remember all the words? I guess you do. I know that it is not so very easy, but let's try to do the exercise. Michael, you're welcome to start the first sentence.
Okay, the first sentence. I loved babysitting when I was younger.
Yes. Lydia, go on.
It was a really easy way to make money. All I had
To do was sit in my neighbor's house and look after the children. Michael, go on, please.
Okay. That way that was the
easy bit.
That was the easy bit because kids were
usually asleep. Were usually asleep in bed.
Usually asleep.
Usually asleep in bed. Yes. Lydia, go on, please.
The parents would give me a lot of money for watching DVDs and eating snacks.
Well done. Go on, please.
Okay. It's for Lydia, yes?
Yes.
When I was even younger.
Yes.
I liked it When my babysitter
came
around.
round. Good of you. Michael, you're welcome to go on. She would always play games with us and let us stay up. She would always
let us what?
Play game with us and let us stay up late. Lydia, go on.
Up late.
Stay up late. Lydia, you're welcome.
Late.
Подождите, вы хотите сказать, что мы должны это все как бы с закрытыми глазами говорить уже? Или я пользуюсь текстом? Это неправильно?
It is much better when you remember. It is much better when you remember what words you have to fill into the gaps. Те слова, которые вы должны вставить, вы должны помнить из того, что вы прослушали. Понимаете?
Нет, это как бы для меня много, да.
It's an exercise. It helps to develop your skills, your listening skills. I understand that you're for the first time and it is very difficult for you, but still, we are going to try, at least try, okay? Michael, you're welcome to help us. Michael, you're welcome. She would send us to bed just before my parents came home. Go on, Michael. I know.
Babysitting.
In some countries, babysitting isn't so. Countries? Isn't so common. Okay, Lydia, go on.
It isn't part of the culture.
Culture. I suppose. I suppose. That's not such a bad thing. Thing. I read a lot in papers today about babysitters hating the children because they don't sleep. That's really bad. So we have done this exercise. We did it, and I'm happy about it. And in the next page, we've got the text. It's about babysitting, also a test. Is babysitting for me? Now we can judge if we could be a good babysitters or it is not for us. Michael, you're welcome to read. Have you found it?
Okay. Yes. Is babysitting for me? Yes. It's a big job.
Yes.
And can be a very enjoyable experience. Before you decide you want a
job as a babysitter,
talk with your family and friends who babysit. After talking with friends and
family, honestly answer these questions, yes or no. So after having done this test, we may find out if we are good for babysitters or not. Well,
okay,
Michael,
we need to answer yes.
To read the questions and answer yes or no. And count how many yes and how many no's do we have. Good?
Okay.
So the first question. Do you enjoy being with children? Michael, yes or no?
Do I enjoy being with children?
Yes, no?
It's hard to say. Okay, yes, I enjoy.
Yes. Lydia, what about you? Do you enjoy being with children? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, okay, thank you. The second. Lydia, you're welcome.
Am I friendly?
Friendly?
And helpful around babies and small children? Yes.
Yes, okay. Michael, you're welcome. Number 3.
Can I stay calm during an emergency? When young children are dead? Emergency when young children are depending on me. It's hard sentence.
A difficult sentence. So when something bad happens, do you feel like you are able to help children or not? Can you help children in something if something bad happens?
I think no.
I see. Thank you. What about you, Lydia?
Мне надо понять точно вопрос, могу я оставаться продолжительно? Emergency – это безопасность, да?
No. Something bad. If something bad happens. Emergency. Ситуация, которая вышла из-под контроля. Emergency. When young children are depending on me.
Тогда, что значит могу я оставаться?
Спокойным.
Okay. No, I know.
Okay. Thank you. Michael, you're welcome. The next. Four. Have you found it?
Want to learn skills? Yes.
Yes. What about?
Such as how to change a diaper and how to feed a baby.
Yes. Deeper.
Diaper. Deeper.
Подгузник. And how to feed a baby. Do you know how to do it?
Okay. No, I don't know.
You don't know. Okay. And what about you, Lydia? Do you know how to do it? How to feed a baby?
I use.
You used to do it. Am I right? Yes. Okay. Next, Michael, 5.
Am I patient enough to deal
enough
to deal with the demands and problems of very young children? Very young children. Okay, maybe I'm not patient enough.
You are not patient enough for it. What about you, Lydia?
Это если я спокоен.
Вам хватает терпения?
Что делают дети, как бы,
To deal with the demands.
Yes, I'm patient.
Yes, okay. Michael, you're welcome.
Would I mind caring for a
sick child?
Caring. Yes, I think I can do it.
Yes, okay. What about you, Lydia?
Подождите, caring это беспокоиться о больных?
Would I mind caring for a sick child, to take care of a sick child? Is it possible for you? Can you do it?
Ухаживать.
Okay. Yes.
Okay, thank you, well done. Michael, 7.
7. Can I create games and activities that will amuse and help young children to develop their skills? Yes, I think I can create such kind of activities.
Do you like to play with the children?
It's not very much, but
if you have to, you can. Am I right?
Yes, I can.
Okay, thank you. What about you, Lydia?
Okay, я правильно поняла, что могу ли я создавать игры?
Игрушки.
Yes, yes.
Yes, okay. So how many yes answers did you give? And how many no answers did you give? Lydia?
Я не считала. Сколько?
So, in general, I guess you've got all the yes answers. What about you, Michael? Do you have the same?
No, I maybe 50% no.
So, Lydia, do you really feel you can be a babysitter?
Yes, I really want to be a babysitter.
What about you, Michael?
Partly.
So. So, do you think that this test is good for defining your abilities?
Yes, I think we need to show these questions to all people.
Who are going to be a babysitter? Yes, I agree with you completely. Good of you. Good of you. And as your home task, you can do such activities: vocabulary extension. Choose several of the words from the text. Use a dictionary or Google search field and find associations or collocations of each word. You can also search the web and find some texts about babysitting and write your own ideas about how to babysit. I think it will be helpful. Or a magazine article. Do you think that it is a good idea, Michael?
Not very good, because I haven't time for
For writing.
But in general, it's okay. It's a good idea.
Okay, thank you, thank you. And Lydia, now I'd like you to play such a game that is called associations. So we've got a word babysitting. What words do you associate with it? We've read the text and we've had a little discussion today about babysitting. So what do you associate with babysitting? All the words. Nouns, adjectives, verbs, everything that you can remember from today's class.
Окей, вы много очень сказали мне, да. Выберите как бы слова из текста, да?
Которые по теме ассоциируются с темой babysitting, быть няней. In English.
Подождите, из текста, из того, который мы видели только что, в котором работали?
Только из текста. Все английские слова, которые вы ассоциируете из сегодняшней нашей темой.
То есть это домашняя работа?
Right now, сейчас.
Right now.
We have got some time till the end of our class, and we can practice. So, Mike, can you help me?
Maybe we need to remember nephew and
Niece, nephew. Yes, you're right. Cousin.
Nephew and maybe it's word diaper. Yes.
Yes, you're right.
So useful word, and maybe family. It's not hard word.
Games, activities, singing, playing, watching TV. All of that is connected to our today's topic, babysitting. Children, right?
Yes, yes.
Many different words that we have learned today. Okay. Lydia, do you understand?
Okay. Я могу тоже назвать как бы слова, которыми мы пользовались, да?
Да, это я имею в виду. Если можно, пожалуйста.
Да, это babysitting, это children, younger, youngest, kids, parents, bed, что там было?
Yes.
Что-то очень простое. Характеристики активы, peppers, games, play.
Yes, you're right. So there is such an approach to teaching that is called mind mapping. Have you heard about it? Michael, have you heard about it? Mind mapping?
Mind mapping? Could you repeat all the question?
Did you hear the term mind mapping?
Yes, I heard. It's like a...
Having played such a game today with associations, you can put the word babysitting in the center of the list of paper and draw the lines from it, from this word and the words that you associate with this word. For example, babysitting men, women, or babysitting, and another error, and children, and something like that. So, and in the end, you'll get a mind map connected with babysitting. So at home, you'll be able to do this task and try if you manage to do it or not. Michael, do you think that it is a good idea?
We need to try. Maybe it's not if it's not
easy.
If we spend not much time for this.
For it.
I think it's like we need to imagine it and use 10 of the words which we associate with it.
Yes, I agree with you completely. Good. So Lydia and Michael, I thank you for today's class and taking part in today's discussion. I hope that this class was useful for you, and I wish you to have a good evening. Invite you to my future classes, and all the best for now. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.